Alright, so, one day, Mr. Johnson and Mrs. Johnson go to church. They're sitting there, they're going through the ceremony, and Mr. Johnson falls asleep. Mrs. Johnson, highly embarrassed, decides to wake him up. She reaches into her purse and pulls out a safety pin. She reaches back right as the priest says, "And who is the creator of heaven and earth?" She pokes him and he screams, "God!" And the priest says, "That's right, Mr. Johnson, God." So, mass continues, and sadly Mr. Johnson, once again, falls asleep. So Mrs. Johnson, still extremely embarrassed, looks around, pulls out the safety pin, right as the priest says, "And who died for our sins?" "Jesus Christ!" "That's right, Mr. Johnson, Jesus Christ." So, they keep going. He's still looking at his wife, all funny, and then Mr. Johnson falls asleep again. So once again, highly embarrassed, red all over the face, Mrs. Johnson pulls out her safety pin, and the priest says, "And what did Eve say to Adam as she had his 99th child?" "If you stick that goddamn thing in me one more time, I'm gonna rip it in half and shove it up your ass."